Good evening, everyone. I am Prophetical thinker, Prophet Edson Devaraj, and this is my wife, Frizzlet. And she is a professor, and I'm a teacher. We have two sons, John Daniel and Joshua Samuel. Today, we would like to share a few thoughts from our hearts about our journey in this prophetical thinker. There was a time when I have been doing ministry, from my childhood. I got married and I expected my wife to stand with me, but she had no interest in ministry. So, all that she said was, you do whatever you want, but don't disturb me. So, we didn't have a good understanding in the marriage, because of which the ministry was not very successful. We had to face so many things. And then there was a time when we met our spiritual father, Pastor Jesudian and Lovina, who shared us about the Trinitarian gospel. We, as a family, we believe that our God is a God of relationship. He is a God who gives importance to relationships. So, as we began to journey in this Trinitarian gospel, the Holy Spirit opened our heart to understand many things. We gave room for the Holy Spirit to work in our hearts, work in our relationships, and it really brought a big change in our life.
Yes, I like to share few things what we experienced about the relationship with God and what we are practicing right now in our life. When we were in law-based teaching, we both concentrated on our own priorities, and his priority was full and full of ministry and more than the family. So I don't think that he doesn't love his family, but the priority he allots more for the ministry. And if we are planning for any team out or whatever it is or family out, he will give more priority for the ministry. So he concentrates on his ministry, and I concentrate on my priority, my work, more than the ministry. So we both were traveling in opposite directions, and we are concentrating on own priorities. And when we came into the relation based mode of understanding our God, everything changed in our life, and we both prepared to um, talk to each other, and we both worked on our relationships, and we value our relationship. And when we started valuing our relationship, and that spread into our family, among our children, how we are moving, and how we are having a conversation with each other, and our children views that, and it was really very easy for us to handle other people who are around us. And since we both are in teaching community, we both have faced many children who come under marginalized zones. So we were able, so once we understood the relationship of God, we were able to understand those young children, and we were able to make them understand the value of the relationship they carry in their family. We were able to make them understand their own relationship among the friends also. So likewise, we started our journey, and still we are practicing everything. We are not in a listening mode, we are practicing into our life, and we are working on it.
Yeah, see, prophecy is not only to talk about accurate things about names, date of birth, phone number. It's not just that. The knowledge of God, knowing that He is a God of relationship, itself is a prophecy. Knowing that I need to love my wife is prophetical. Knowing that I need to work on my relationship itself is prophetical. So that is the reason why we named our ministry as Prophetical Thinker. This is we need to give room for thinking or observing. Only when you observe you can and think, you can move prophetically. You know, we are limiting prophecy with details, but that's not it. Prophetical realm is much bigger than that. Is a God who dwells in the family, in our relationship. That's what the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit move in their relationship. So when that knowledge enters you, that is prophetical. There is a joy, there is a peace, there is a love in that relationship, wherein you can know God in a very tangible way, which is prophetical. So we are actually happy to talk about this today, and we are working in the life of children and youth. We are trying to teach them to value the relationships around
We
them.
are working in their brokenness.
Yes, we are working in their brokenness because they have their parental wounds, they have their childhood wounds. We talk to them, we make them understand, we work on their inner healing, teach them how to value the relationships, and we also work on those couples who are going to get married and tell them how important it is to understand each other before getting into the covenant. And we also are working in the lives of married couple, in their broken relationships, in their pains. So it's not just a one time prophetical event. We travel with them, a heart to heart journey. We work with them and we also take input from them. So this is our main goal, and that is the reason why I have named the channel or our ministry as Prophetical Thinker. So this is much different from other prophetical ministries. So there is not only an inner healing, there is also a physical healing. There is not only a spiritual, inward brokenness, there is also an outward brokenness wherein you can find the Father's love. So we are currently journeying towards this, and we are so happy that we carry a gospel which is worth much, much more than we can imagine. There is a wow to it. There's a power in the gospel. Knowing the power of the gospel is prophetical. Thank you.